parts that I finally came up with, and this is like the fourth try of different items that I could put together, in hopes to try to make a rather successful do-it-yourself Trangia. So it's three different cans. Um, the first one is actually one of these fancy heat cans that comes from the dollar store, $1. The second one was a Miller Lite Coddle bottle. And finally, I have a Foster's bottom right here. So these are the three items that you'll need that'll be like just like these to make this. And let's just take a quick look here. The this Miller Lite fits directly into that ring in the bottom of a Foster's can. Okay, if you cut it off just exactly below the right where it starts to take its full shape. Okay, so we have that, and then the plan is to expand this and put this in it exactly like you would a do-it-yourself beer pot ring, because we know that that's watertight seal already. So that's the goal for this piece, to create a watertight seal. The top of the Fancy Feast comes with, or I'm sorry, I said Fancy Feast, the Fancy Heat comes with a cap that already has a seal in it. So when you open this up and you cut it out, this whole portion right here is just pressed in. It's got a seam right here, and that whole thing will pop right out. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but underneath there is a rolled lip that it's a perfect edge and a perfect rolled lip. And then you can get in from this side and drill your holes directly in the center of this top portion, so that when you put your cap on, you should have a perfect seal. I can see, you might not be able to see it in this video, but I can see the white seal pushing right on each of those holes, which makes me think confidently that it's going to seal up. So the other part is if you cut the threads off, right there you can see where it's still just got a little bit of this silver on it. That portion seats perfectly in here. I don't know if you can see the angle on that. Perfectly in there. And it's just right tight around this lip. And because of this, because of the way the bottle's shaped with this secondary lip here, it doesn't go the whole way up to the top. It just pushes on there nice and firmly, which means that all your vapors will definitely be able to get out these holes that you make. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this up and give it a test, in hopes that this is the new way that people will be doing your do-it-yourself Trangias. Thanks for watching. Just one other thing I want to show you guys quick. I don't know if you can see where it's starting to expand there and how it's not over here. This is how I expand my beer cans, all of them. This is what I do for all my do-it-yourself rings. I take a cat food can, I place it in at an angle just to where this lip catches. Then I push that side down. And I don't try to go real far. Just quarter inch or so at a time will do it. And I just move that, turn it a little bit, and I do the next side. And I stretch that just a little bit. It takes some patience, but you just keep going around, stretching the sides. Once you get it stretched down a quarter inch the whole way around, then you just start back at the beginning, and this time you go another 1/8 of an inch or so further down in. And I cut these off. I always cut these off at a 1/2 inch, even when I'm doing your do-it-yourself ring for your cut down beer can pots. And I don't go the whole way 1/2 inch. I maybe go half the way or a little bit over halfway down in. and that last little bit, it'll expand itself, and that I'm pretty sure is what gives you your watertight seal. So that's what I'll be looking for this time, is especially the watertight seal. I want to be able to fill this with alcohol, put the lid on, throw it in my pack, take it just like that, stove full of alcohol. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so here it is. If you've assembled everything correctly, you should have a solid, non-rattling, seamless Trangia knockoff stove. Alright, so as you can see, I've got my ring of my top started in there, and now it's very important that I try to keep that even the whole way around. And I have my middle piece, it's just flopping around loose in there. It can't really go too far out of place because of the way it sits in there. So I'm going to go ahead and start tapping it down, and I just use a wooden mallet for that, and I just go gently the whole way around until I get it flat. Just want to show you this. Oh, look at that. There's nothing coming out of it. Does that mean it's empty? Let's take a look. Well, nope. There's definitely alcohol in it. So, okay, so we have completed the do-it-yourself Trangia, and I've got it lit up and it's bloomed, and I got a pot stand on there. I got the folding pot stand that I just made on there. I got a pot on there with some water in it. I'm not running a time test on it just now because I want to build another one of these pot stands that folds up like that, but I only want it to be 4 grids high, because with the way the flame is working out on this one, and with the way I have the pot stand sitting right on top of the stove, it needs to be a little bit lower. So I'm going to make another pot stand, and I'm going to do it up like that, and then I'll start running some tests on this do-it-yourself Trangia stove. Let me let you guys take a quick look with the lights out on what that looks like. So there you go. You can pretty much see it's just about the same as a Trangia. I could probably increase the size of the jets a little bit, but I just really don't think that's necessary. I'm happy with it the way it is. I don't want to burn too much fuel too fast. I think with an appropriate windscreen, and if I lower the pot to the correct height, that'll work out just fine for me. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and if you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate all the comments that I've been getting lately, and I really enjoy answering any questions, so feel free. I'll see you guys on the next adventure.